It's saying it's turned on.
It just popped on mine too.
Okay. There it is. All right.
So good evening. This is a meeting. Okay, thanks a lot. Good evening. This is the meeting of the West Hartford Library Board. And welcome to the January 22nd, 2024 meeting of the West Hartford Library Board. My name is Eileen Daly and I am the chair of the West Hartford Library Board. This meeting is being conducted in a virtual format allowed by law. Members of the public can view the meeting live on West Hartford Community Television at www.whctv.whctv5. The meeting is also being recorded for on-demand viewing and will be available on the town's website for at least 45 days. Since we are conducting this meeting in a virtual format, there are some special rules and procedures that I need to cover before we begin. First, I ask all participants to mute your device when you are not speaking. If you wish to be recognized, please raise your hand and I will call on you in the order I see hands raised. If you are participating by audio only or I do not call on you and the debate is and that I can recognize you. Second, all speakers must make a good faith effort to state the person's name and title at the outset of each occasion that such person participates in the meeting. Third, all votes must be taken by roll call unless the vote is unanimous. Fourth, a reminder that if any participant has a problem with connectivity, you should immediately call Heidi Reagan, whose phone number you were provided earlier. Heidi will let me know and we will recess the meeting while the problem is resolved. If it cannot be resolved quickly, participate via audio only. I'll now call the roll and note to staff members who are present. Kim Cohen.
Kim Cohen, Library Board Member, present.
Gail Crockett.
Gail Crockett, Library Board Member, here.
Natalia Mengivar.
Natalia Mengivar, Library Board Member, present.
EJ Greenspan.
EJ Greenspan, Library Board Member, present.
Library Director and Office Operations Specialist Heidi Reagan. So we'll now proceed. Having called the meeting to order, is there any public comment to be had? Okay, seeing none. I'm going to move on to item 3, approval of the consent agenda. Items 4, 8, May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Thank you, Gail. And the second? Thank you, Natalia. All in favor, please raise your hand. All right. All right. So that motion's approved. All right. All right, item 4 on the agenda is for the approval of the minutes of the November 27th, 2023 meeting. And I know we did it on the 18th, but let's do it as well for here. May I have a motion to approve it? Natalia, thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Sorry.
Second.
Okay, Gail. I got it. Thank you, Gail. May I have you show your raise a hand, show of hands. Can you? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's approved. So now we're here at item 5 for the chair's report. I have the new slate for the election of officers. I have Gail Crockett in the position of chair. EJ Greenspan is seat, and Kim Cohen will continue as our wonderful secretary. And that leaves Natalia Mengivar and myself as the balance of members for the board. I have a motion to approve the election of officers. Natalia, okay. Right here. And I have a second.
Second.
Okay, Kim. All in, can't even see myself. All in favor? I'm missing, okay, thank you. Congratulations to the 2024/25 slate for the Board of Directors for the West Hartford Public Library. So that is complete. And now we'll hand it over to Laura Irmscher, the Director of the Library.
Eileen, I just wanted to mention your video seems to be pausing quite a bit. I don't know if other people are seeing that, but there's a pause and then it catches up. But if we're staring at you, we're missing you because you're coming in and out.
All right, let me try making a hotspot or something. Let me try that.
Do you want me to start or?
You can still continue. I can still hear you.
Okay, thank you. So I am so excited to present.
Is it too bothersome to everyone?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just was asking if is it too bothersome? Should I just see you guys?
It would be better to have it fixed when we go into executive session, but for this part of the meeting, it's probably fine.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm excited to present to you our draft strategic plan. This is something that we have been working on for several months, and I've been giving you updates on as the progress goes. And so now we have a finished plan to give to you. And I just wanted to start by thanking our strategic planning team, and the staff are listed on the back of the plan. And I can't say enough about how much work that they put into this. They showed up every week with enthusiasm, ideas, and commitment, and they talked to their colleagues, and they were hearing from the community. And this is such a team effort, and I'm so proud of the work that we did. So I thought that I would walk through some of the plan and point out some things to you, and then I'd love the opportunity to hear your thoughts on the plan if that works for everybody. So first I'm going to start, and we sent you a PDF, but we're also going to print this, and it's going to be a brochure style, so it'll open up like this. And so it begins with our mission statement. And we kept it basically the same, but we added the word resources. So just to say it, welcoming all, the West Hartford Public Library brings people, information, resources, and ideas together to enrich lives and strengthen our diverse community. And the mission statement was one of the things that we discussed for the board in the fall. We talked to the staff about it. And while there were some ideas for some things to either tweak the words or think about some things, the discussions kept coming back to how good this statement was and how much it really reflects what we're trying to do. We talked a lot about the welcoming all and how that is so integral to what we do. When the planning team was reviewing it, we didn't really want to change it because we heard from everybody that it really fit, but we did want to add in the word resources. We felt like that was something that was important for what we do that wasn't already covered. When we do things beyond providing information, we provide hotspots, we provide study rooms, our Studio 20 makerspace has all these things. So we thought resources was a good addition to that. And then the vision statement is a reworking of the old one. So we took the ideas from that, but we came up with new language. And we took some of the ideas that we heard from the discussion on the mission statement and incorporated that into the vision. So I'd like to read that one too. We're quite proud of this one. The West Hartford Public Library will be a center for reading, learning, creating, and celebrating culture, where everyone will have the opportunity to pursue their interests, connect with the community, and access ideas and information freely. This is what we strive to do every day. we're not perfect. That's why we have a strategic plan of things to work on, but this is where we want to be. We do a lot of the stuff. We can always be better, but this is our vision for what we want to be as a library. And then the rest of the plan is our 5 strategic initiatives. These are the core things that we heard from all of our feedback sessions, all of our discussions with the community, with you, with our staff. This is what we want to work on to deliver on what people need. And each initiative has 4 goals that describe how we're going to achieve the initiatives. And so the plan reflects what we heard during the process, but it also reflects what I've been hearing from you and from town leadership since the day I took this job. I think this is on the path we're already on, but really sets us a really good goal and standard to work towards for the next 4 years. And our next steps will be working with staff once you approve the plan on all of our action items and how we're going to achieve these goals. So we'll have very specific things on how we're going to do this, looking at now and over the next 4 years. So with that introduction, I'm going to pause and see what you think. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Kim Cohen, library board member. Laura, I think it looks wonderful. It packs a lot in without having a lot of words. You know, it could easily have gotten to be a 4-page document, you know, which would have been overwhelming and not a useful reference point for you, your staff, the board. You know, I think this does a nice job of balancing those goals, something you can kind of turn back to, but also share. And it's quite attractive looking too. So I thought it was great.
Thank you.
EJ Greenspan, library board member. I agree with Kim. I think that, I guess when I was expecting what this strategic plan would look like, I was envisioning, you know, a thick document with lots of detailed information. And I'm so pleased that this is what it looks like instead. I think it's clear and it's simple. And it really sets forth what the goals are in language that everyone can understand. And it really felt like it captured all of the issues we discussed. So I was very happy with it. Good work.
Thank you.
Eileen, Daly, Chair. This is so nice and comprehensive, and it's an easy to read and understandable document that doesn't overwhelm you with things that aren't possible. And I think you're going to have great success with this.
Thank you. Gail has her hand.
Can you see me?
Okay. Sorry.
Yes. Hi, Gail
Go ahead.
Crockett, library board
Okay,
member.
sorry.
No, I just wanted to echo everything that's been said, and I just wanted to thank you, Laura, for informing us of how well the staff and your leadership worked to create this document. And also, I think it's noteworthy that it's so everyone was consistent with respect to their ideas for amending or uploading the document in a way that reflected not only just the board members' comments, but the staff and members in the community and the administration. So I think that's huge to get that kind of consensus in a strategic plan. And it didn't take a year to do. So I just want to say kudos to all of you. And, you know, I just can't say enough about how important it is for everyone to have that kind of feeling of camaraderie and going forward, it just makes it very exciting to work, right?
It does. Thank you.
Natalia.
Laura, great job to you and the team working to pull this document together. I just want to commend you on the simplicity of it, because I do think that when things get too detailed, too bogged down, like when EJ was saying, if you created, you know, some big document, it would sit in the corner collecting dust because it wouldn't be something you could act on. And this has such easy bite-sized pieces that you can say, yeah, that is a big goal, but how are we going to get there? So my question is, below each of the sections where you have your goals for achieving elements of the vision, do you have a rollout plan or logistics steps to how to reach some of those goals? Is that the next phase?
It is. So I had been waiting to present it to you to get your feedback. And then once we have a final plan, I'm going to convene a meeting with the library staff, and we're going to develop an action plan that is, like, for example, there's a goal for expanding public service hours. That can mean a lot of different things. So one action item might be convene a working group to study the hours that are most needed, or the costs related to it, or the staffing model, that sort of thing. And then I'm intending to give regular updates to the board and the community on how we are working towards these goals. So we can say we did this study, or in 6 months we determined this, so then we are going to put this into effect, and it's directly related to the strategic plan.
Thank you.
For all the team's efforts under your direction on this big document. So
I'm wondering if I can ask for a vote to approve it, so that I can say this is a document.
Certainly. May I please have a motion to approve the draft strategic plan this evening?
I'm happy to do that. Kim Cohen, library board member. I so move.
Thank you. Okay, and Natalia, you're seconding, thank you.
Yeah, second. Natalia.
All in favor? All right, this is great, thank you.
Thank you all. Your support means so much, and I'm so excited to get working on this.
Perfect. Okay, so, all right. Then we're at new community center and library update.
Yeah, this is a brief update. I just wanted to keep you posted on what's going on. So we are near the end of the selection process for an architect to lead the design of the new community center and library. We received 11 proposals in response to the RFQ in the fall. We interviewed, when I say we, it's the group of town directors for me, leisure services, plant facilities, and then the purchasing department. We interviewed 6 firms. We chose our top 3 and requested pricing proposals from them. We received that and met to review their pricing proposals. And it's fascinating how widely they can differ. And so we had some follow-up questions on that. We are this close to selecting a final firm. We're very excited about the top choices and the responses that we got from them. So I think we're going to end up with a really great firm who has a great vision for working with us and what we can build here. So then once that is settled and the town finalizes a contract with them, then we'll be able to start the design process. And it can't come a moment too soon. We continue to experience problems with the existing Faxon building. I had to notify you today we had to close because of a heating issue. Word is that it is fixed, so we should be able to open tomorrow, but I don't know if that's something that is likely to break again or how permanent the fix is. We also get flooding a lot in the basement when it rains. So every day is a reminder of how much we need a new building for this community. So I'm excited this is moving forward, and I will keep you posted as we have more.
That sounds good. Very promising. All right, moving along to item 7 for new business, Laura.
Yes, I wanted to tell you where we are with our FY25 budget. On January 3rd, we submitted the library's proposed budget to the town. And just to review at a high level, our budget submission, our personnel costs increased in line with contractual obligations for our union personnel and for the minimum wage levels. So that is, it's the same staffing levels, it's just on par with the expected increases. Our operating costs were kept level for all supplies, software, all of our miscellaneous expenses. And we did request an increase of $40,000 to our collections budget to fund ebooks and e-audiobooks. I've talked to you several times about the challenges of the pricing that we have to pay for these collections. And with the high cost and high demand, it makes it more and more difficult for us to serve our patrons. Our collection budget has been flat for over 5 years, and we even had a higher budget in FY18 than we do today. At that time, circulation of ebooks and e-audiobooks has gone up 163%. So this is something that is very much needed, and the requested amount will kind of balance out what we hadn't been increasing over the last several years, and will take good steps to meeting demand as far as filling holds and purchasing broader titles that meet our diverse needs. Sometimes we're pretty limited in what we can buy because we're trying to balance the demand for so many things and how long people are waiting. So this increase will help with that. So this was my request to the town. Our next steps are to meet with, each department meets with the town manager and the finance director to go over our budget. I believe that will be scheduled in the next couple of weeks. Once the town manager puts together the budget with the input from departments for the whole town, that goes to town council, and then we have the public hearings. So I will absolutely keep you posted as that goes. That's the information I have.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's move on to the annual report.
It's so pretty. So our annual report, this is the first one I've ever done. I sent you the PDF, which is a little weird just in the way because it's supposed to be folded, so it looks like this. And this is just a snapshot of everything that all the library staff did over the last year. I want to send a big thank you to all the library staff who contributed to the work to pull this off, and then the content to make the report, and especially our programs and publicity team for their design skills and putting it together and making it so attractive and readable. Our theme this year, as we kind of looked through everything and thought about what we did, was really about welcoming people back to their library. Kicked off the fiscal year by going fine-free. We welcomed people back who may have been avoiding the library because of late fines or fears of accruing fines. And we held a lot of events throughout the year that brought the community together. We had our big Bookworm Fest, we had outdoor movie nights at the branches, and we've had an increased focus on in-person programming throughout the year of all types, because this was really an opportunity to bring people back together. I'm so proud of the work that the team has done and how we are serving the community. So this is something that we are going to be printing and certainly sending to our town council representatives, but also making available to the public so that people are aware of the breadth of our services and everything that we've done. As we're looking forward, it's good to have such a strong jumping off point. So I don't know if you have any questions. I always
fantastic. You hit it out of the park. It's,
Thank you.
Laura, EJ Greenspan, library board member.
Oh,
My only question is, was that
Sorry.
whole thing done in-house and from library? That's very impressive.
There.
Gail?
Yes, excuse me, Gail Crockett, library board member. So Laura, will copies be available to the public at the desk, or or at the entrance? People, or do they have to ask for it? That, and also the strategic plan, is that readily available too?
Yes, so we were waiting to present it to you tonight. So we are going to print copies of both of these. So we'll have them available for people to get at all of our library locations. And then we have a small mailing list that we want to send out to people.
Natalia?
Natalia Manhuvar, our library board member. Laura, correct me if I'm wrong. Had you emailed that out and I went looking for it and I couldn't find it? Did you share that in a attachment with us?
The annual report was in a link because the file was too big to attach
Oh.
to the email. So it was just a link that said the word here in the email.
Oh,
I can send it
gotcha. Okay. I can find it then. Thank you so much.
All right, so we're moving on to the director's reports for the library. Laura, are you ready?
Yeah, so we submitted
You need a break.
we submitted our regular reports. I didn't prepare an update because I kind of covered that in some of the other sections. I'm certainly happy to answer anything. If you have questions.
We don't have else. So it looks like we have covered the board agenda, and we are now ready to move on to the executive session for this evening. For item 9, pursuant to Connecticut General Statutes Section 1-200, paren 6 and paren capital A, just the annual performance and evaluation director. Do I have a motion? Where did my cheat sheet go? Do I have a motion to approve entering the executive session?
Do we have to, Madam Chair, do we have to adjourn this meeting and then do the motion for the executive session? We can just go straight there with a, okay, I see Heidi going. Okay.
Yeah, from this, close, minimize it, and then we're going to enter the executive session screen on another program.
Right, you will log out of Teams and you will log into Zoom, but the link will still be active. Heidi will keep the meeting running, and then we will come back to Teams at the end.
All right, I spoke. Okay.
Has the Zoom link been sent? Natalia Manhuvar, our library board member.
I sent it this afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
I have it.
Cohen,
I'll forward it to you if you.
I was just going to say, Kim Cohen, library board member, I move to enter executive session.
Second.
Thank you, Kim and Natalia.
Could someone forward me the link? Because I don't think I saw that email, and if I did, I can't find it.
I'll send it to you, EG.
Thanks, Kim.
Okay, so we'll see you on the other side.
You
There,
too.
thank you all.
All right. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I got back there.
You did.
I don't know what happened last time, but I think, like I told you, I did not realize, anyways, I don't think I had the Microsoft Team app on, but I have 3 apps, 3 devices, so I'm all hooked up here.
The mirroring is different between Zoom and Teams. So whenever we it's like the room looks like it switches.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, what? How do I get into Teams? I know how to do the Zoom. And anyway, I think I will always have going forward, I'll have 3, I have 2, I have my iPad and 2 cell phones. And that way I could,
So do we have to take a motion to exit the executive session?
I thought we did, but we're out of it. We left it, right? Or do we make it now?
I think we make it now.
Need a motion to adjourn?
Well,
Go straight to that.
Exit executive session first.
Oh,
Motion to adjourn.
yeah, like any votes have to happen in public. You can't vote in executive session.
right, so we have to, oh, here's Eileen.
Here I am. All right, hold on a sec.
So first we'll vote to end the executive session and then we'll vote to adjourn.
Correct.
Okay.
May I have a motion to end the executive session that ended at 7:36 p.m.? Thank you, Natalia.
Motion
Second.
to
Sure. Okay. Okay. Is that you?
Who was the second?
I did, I seconded.
Okay.
Gail.
I thought, okay. You? Okay. So at this point, I have a motion to adjourn.
Kim Cohen, Library Board member, I move to adjourn.
Okay.
EJ
I have a
Greenspan,
second.
library board member, I second the motion.
Thank you. And it's adjourning at 7:38. The next meeting is scheduled for Monday, February 26, 2024. So I hope you all have a good rest of the night and a good month. So.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Good night, everybody.
I'm gonna stop